Everywhere you go, you see people staring into their Blackberries or other smartphones. Now, the Blackberry has revolutionized communications, giving us instant access to our phone, email, calendar, contacts, and the web. But just like any technology, we tend to learn just enough to get by. And as a result, most people are far less productive on their PDA than they should be. Well, that's simply not good enough. So let's learn a few Blackberry tips and tricks today. And the first thing I'm going to show you are some typing tricks that you can do on the Blackberry. Now, some people are amazing Blackberry typists. With their thumbs, they can fire off massive amounts of communication. I tend to kind of keep my messages short and to the point, but still, these tips are going to help me as well. So the first thing, don't worry about hunting around for the shift key to hit capital at the beginning of sentences, because the Blackberry automatically capitalizes all sentences. So I'm going to type in "on my way," and it's all capitalized and the sentence structure is proper. Similarly, don't hunt around for the period and try and find the shift key to hit a period. At the end of a sentence, just hit the space bar twice and it'll automatically put a period in and capitalize the next letter. The next thing I'm going to show you are contractions, looking around for the apostrophe key. There are no words in the English language that are spelled W-O-N-T. That's just not a word. W-O-N apostrophe T is, so they have something in here called auto text that will automatically correct all contractions. And also it'll automatically capitalize the letter I for you and other things. So if I type in won't, I'm just going to type in W-O-N-T. I'm not even going to hunt around for the apostrophe. When I hit the space bar, it automatically fills it in and makes it proper. Now, that auto text is something that we can actually edit, and we can use it to create little blocks of text ourselves that we use over and over again. And in order to find that, we're just going to jump out. I'm going to discard this email. I'm going to go down into my application area here, and there's all sorts of tools that we load onto the Blackberry. And if I go into my options menu, we find the auto text tool is available in options. When I open that, I see a dictionary of all the different terms that auto text works with. Now, it doesn't just fix things like contractions and automatically capitalize the letter I for me. It also corrects common typos that you make. So T-H-E or T-E-H, T-E-H will become the when you were trying to type T-H-E. It'll do those sorts of corrections as well. But you can also create your own little auto text strings. So for example, one of the things that I often have to do is give the address of the studio when I'm writing to somebody. So let me start creating a new email. I created an auto text for the address of the studio. So when I want to tell somebody where City TV is, I just type in City AD for address. That's my own little code. And watch what happens when I hit the space key. It automatically fills in that information, so I don't have to type all of that in every time, which is a real pain. This is a great tool. Now, extending the capability of the Blackberry goes far beyond just extending things within auto text area. You can also add additional applications and load additional software capabilities into the Blackberry. One of the things that I loaded in was all of the different Google apps. So I have access to Gmail. I also have access to Google Search right within it, which I find very useful. It wins me a lot of bets. Now, I do a lot of talks to groups, and one of the constant themes is how people often feel they're becoming a slave to technology. Well, that does happen, but it tends to happen when we only learn enough about our technology to get by. When we master the depth of tools, we master their use. When you learn just enough to get by, that's when you can become a slave to technology. Want more information on the products that we covered on today's show? Then check out our website. We've got podcasts, streaming video, and a searchable database going all the way back to our first season. Check it out at dottotech.com.